Okay. Hello, my name is Tanea Williams. I am currently a senior intern at the Central Alabama Veterans Healthcare System, the East Campus in Tuskegee, and I work with the contract nursing home coordinator, the transplant coordinator, and the dialysis case manager. And just a little bit about what I do. Um, I've learned how to use SOAP notes to document new progress with our clients. I've also coordinated the care for a new dialysis patient, and that's basically setting them up with a clinic that's near their home, which it took me about 2 weeks to do that, something that sounds simple, but it took a while. And one experience this week that's been a experience that I remember is I got to talk with a prisoner of war at one of our nursing homes, and I never thought that would happen in my placement, and it was just a really rewarding experience. So.
Hello, my name is Gabrielle Franklin. I'm doing my senior internship at the Central Alabama Veteran Healthcare System as well. I'm on the West Campus, which is in Montgomery, Alabama. What I do, I work with Miss Patricia Dumas, and she's the supervisor of social work on the West Campus. I'm basically working in the acute care, which is the ward for veterans who come into the hospital on the West Campus. What I do with them is do a psychosocial, make sure all of their information is updated, create interaction with their doctors, nutritionists, and stuff like that, and make sure they're complying with their medications. Also, after I do that, I ask them if they want an advanced directive, which is a living will, and if they do, I complete that for them. I also, in the end, my main goal is to make sure they have a place to go once they are discharged from the hospital. So that's what I work towards when I work with them. That's about all I do. I've also had the opportunity to shadow different programs within the VA, such as the Community Residential Care Program, the Suicide Prevention Program, and the Hood Bash Program, which helps veterans find housing if they are homeless.
Hello, my name is Candy Crawford, and I'm a senior intern at the Federal Defender's Office in Montgomery, Alabama. I basically work alongside paralegals, attorneys, and investigators to help collect evidence, type memos, and other things like that for the mitigation purposes to help get our clients lesser sentences for the crimes that they've been charged with. Also, I attend court sessions. Currently, I'm working on research projects that will be used in mitigation for our clients, and I'm also responsible for 2 social service projects where I am helping homeless clients locate housing.
Okay. Well, what would you all say makes a good intern?
First off, you have to have professionalism, because we are in college, and once you go out to the working field, especially your senior internship, because that's all you're doing, you're working Monday through Thursday. So showing professionalism is very important, and you never know what opportunities will come from the internship you have. I know I've talked with a lot of people that have done their senior internship at the VA, and most of them work there now. So if you show professionalism, promptness, and actually do your work, then you're more than likely able to get a job with them in the future. So that's one of the things I think is really important.
I would say you definitely have to be open to constructive criticism, because we are in college, and so we don't know everything, especially when it comes to the work that our supervisors and other staff members at our agency do. So when you turn in an assignment that they asked you to do for them, and they tell you, oh, well, you should change this, or you should incorporate this, or take this out, don't look at it as saying, like, oh, they don't appreciate the work I've done, so whatever. Look at it more so like, okay, they appreciate what you did, and they're telling you how to make it better. So you're learning, you're gaining, and it's really helping you become better at what you do.
Okay. I would say, I think I mentioned this before, just being flexible. Me and my supervisor, we sit down every morning and we're like, okay, this is what we're going to do. in this order, and by 9 o'clock, you know, it's going a whole different way. But at the end of the day, just as long as we've helped our clients, you know, or they can even not be her client, and we have to help them. It's just whatever comes knocking at the door, you just have to address it and get it handled, you know. And I think that's the biggest thing, just ready to move, being a quick learner and learning how to think on your feet when a situation pops up. I think that's a personal, you know, thing I've learned, just to be ready for anything.
I would also like say being patient, because with my agency, nobody wants to help the defense, because it's like, well, this person did this and they're guilty and they need to go to jail. I don't see why you're helping them. And so a personal experience that I actually had yesterday, part of my research for mitigation for one of my clients, I'm supposed to find crime data for the area that he grew up in, which is like a really rough housing project. And I contacted the police department in Montgomery and got transferred around several times before speaking with a corporal. And he got on the phone with me with a horrible attitude. He talked to me really nasty, and he was just basically rude. And I had to remain professional and just say, well, you know, thank you so much for your help, and, you know, have a good day. So patience is definitely a virtue.
Well, like with the VA, I mean, we work with veterans, so, okay, they might have PTSD, they might have diagnoses such as Alzheimer's, dementia. You never know what they're going to have. So patience is definitely something that you need to have, because you never know what to expect in a situation. Like when you go do a psychosocial, or when you're talking with someone, you can't be like, okay, they're probably going to act this way. You have no idea how they're going to act. So you just have to be patient with them. And I mean, our main goal is to help them in the end. So
you have some, they won't even talk to you. Like, that's, you know, I think I've gone in to some of these nursing homes to assist them, you know, just want to ask them about the food, you know, if they're getting quality care, and they'll be looking at you like, well, who is this? Because they already know your supervisor, but they don't know you. And but then you have some that'll just open up the floodgates and tell you everything,
anything.
But one thing that I was gonna say is what I'm learning, and I think that's at any agency, you're gonna need other people to help your clients. Like, it's not a one man, one woman show. It takes a team of people, and I noticed at the VA, you gotta know somebody in every area of the hospital to get one thing done. So that's like a major thing. Never thinking you can fully help your clients all by yourself. You're gonna need other social workers and other programs, people in the agency. So
it's a wrap.
That's it.
Great job.